I'm here with my colleague from Sports and Exercise, Pete Coffey. He's a senior lecturer in psychology and his research centres on the role of self-confidence in sport. I'm going to start by asking him a question about Yossi Benayoun, the pro footballer for Liverpool. And I was reading, he said recently that when he scored against Real Madrid in 2009, it was a career-defining moment because it completely affected his confidence. How does that work?
Well, confidence is really about having a strong belief in your skills and abilities. And I think in this situation, he was drawing on that success. So he had experienced some success. He's able to draw upon that and take it into the future and say, I've been there, I've done it before, I know how this works. Right. Now I'm confident to do it again.
Yeah, yeah. And presumably, that becomes a self-fulfilling. There's a self-fulfilling component to that. If you repeat the action, and then the confidence sort of builds from the.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, it is like a cyclical relationship. Yeah. So you experience success, you gain confidence. You experience success, you gain confidence. But a natural question to maybe ask is, what if I'm experiencing failure?
Right.
You know, how do I then gain my confidence? And our research has really been focused on that aspect and thinking about following failure, how can you gain confidence? And what we've really found is about trying to find an aspect of control. So can you control something about this failure situation, which can lead you to increase your confidence?
Yeah. I suppose the other role that self-confidence plays is in diminishing the confidence of your opponents. I'm thinking of great athletes in the past who, through their body language, visibly demonstrate their confidence. I mean, would this be another facet of your research?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, a good example, really, contemporary in terms of Usain Bolt.
I
mean, if we take him at the 100 metres world record that he recently broke, I don't think there is a more confident athlete. There he was standing there, body language is all open, very positive, the classic bow and arrow. Everyone else on the starting lineup there was nervous, anxious, apprehensive. And a lot of that could have been to do with how Bolt was projecting himself. You know, I'm confident, I have the skills and abilities to beat all of you.
So if there's advice,
so
I was going to say there's practical advice in there for viewers, that if they are stepping out onto a track or a football field or a boxing ring or a basketball court, even if you feel nervous internally, demonstrate self-confidence so visibly that your opponents will take note of it.
Indeed, to an extent, I think that would really impact their performance. How it impacts yours, of course, might be different. I think that will come back to our idea of the emphasis of control. But how it impacts others, indeed, that would work.
Remember that. Thank you, Pete Coffey.